My warm greetings to our ever-dynamic and clever instructor for this subject, Mr. Johnny Bulungaita, to my fellow students. Have a pleasant day, everyone. I am Kimberly Joy A. Semblante from the College of Agriculture and Agri-Industries, taking a Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, major in Animal Science. I am a fourth-year student, and I belong in Section C1 for this subject, Ethics. I am currently residing at Block 2 Manapa, Buena Vista, at Luzon del Norte. This video will be all about my reflection on this statement: death penalty is morally justifiable. The death penalty is the most severe violation of human rights, and it is almost certainly discriminatory. It is frequently used unequally to the poor, minorities, and racial affiliates, cultural, political, and religious groups. Even as a punishment to crime, the death penalty is ineffective. Execution does not stop individuals from committing crimes. That is, according to the studies conducted across the world. None should believe that death penalty is cruel. It is certainly out of someone's decision to end one's life. Death penalty is unjustifiable from a moral standpoint. Why? Because it is irreversible and ineffective. It's an eye for an eye mentality that will render all of us blind, which is the exact reverse of what the legal justice system desires. It indeed infringes on two of humanity's most basic rights: the right to life and the right to live free of torture. It's helpful to break down the process of death penalty sentencing into its components in order to grasp the absurdity. The first is a legal notion called beyond reasonable doubt. It's a moral principle, the firm belief that no one should be punished by the state until his guilt has been shown by a high standard of proof with little room for mistake. It's really difficult to comprehend the concept of killing another person. Physical procedures of punishment are simple to comprehend. However, the emotions associated with handling a death penalty on someone else, no matter as to how much they deserve it, are beyond my comprehension. I've ever believed in the sacredness of life. As a community, we tend to trust on the death sentence to ensure that persons convicted of murder are never released. We accomplish this through the legal system. The most important question is, does it work? To understand why, consider the difficulty with torture. It might lead to the confession of an innocent civilian. Even if he will not really confess, you could still murder him, even if he's not guilty, because the victim is morally corrupt. This can happen. Consider this: human life is precious because humans are self-contained beings. As a result, the taking of a human life is unethical. Because its sheer essence, it implies pre-moral evil. The death sentence is a violation of the most basic human right to life. It also infringes on the right to be free from cruel, inhumane, or degrading treatment or punishment. It does not only execute possible innocent individuals, but also torture them. Apart from that, the danger of executing an innocent man is too great to justify the death sentence when society has other efficient means of punishing offenders. The death sentence is not more successful than other punishment in deterring crime, and it may even have the reverse effect by encouraging violence. The moral case for the abolition of the death penalty is straightforward. Killing an innocent person, whether a convicted criminal or an innocent bystander, is morally abhorrent. We read news headlines on a regular basis of an innocent person being freed from prison after serving several years on death row due to fresh evidence confirming their innocence. In a majority of cases, the person was framed by someone else, or there was insufficient evidence to prove their guilt. This might be ethically acceptable if we kept them in prison indefinitely, but we have no means of confirming if someone is guilty until all of the evidence has indeed been submitted and considered by a judge or jury. We cannot support death punishment as a means of punishing people who commit violent crimes, because the risk of murdering an innocent person is too great. A further moral argument against lethal punishment is that it denies people the opportunity to grow and improve their lives. That would be all for my reflection. Thank you for listening.